It's episode 275 of Nerd Sports. We took the week off last week, well, because we had jobs. Um, but we're back. So there's that. But up is down, left is right, right is left, cats and dogs fucking getting along. And I dropped the F bomb before the 30-minute or 30-second mark. And yay, we're just cooking with natural gas this week. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I mean, we're here. The lights are on, the door's open. Well, now the light's on and we're cooking. So we're going to start things off this week like we normally do, or at least that we try to.
At least a little bit.
David, show everybody this week's weird sport.
This This is a Italian championship pasta rolling. As much as everybody might think, that's a freaking difficult task.
Hey, but then
Especially
Italian grandmas get down with it, dude.
Yeah,
Nonnas or whatever they're called. Yeah, I mean,
nanas.
nanas. Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean,
look,
get it, girl. I mean, look at her.
yeah, look how thin it is, man. It's almost as thin as what you call it?
It's almost as thin as somebody's argument.
Yeah.
We won't mention any names, but you know, yeah, because you know we don't want to bring a slander suit against the show. That would just be horrible. It would be life altering because neither one of us can afford a decent lawyer. So,
Just let me talking about footballs. I got football news.
yeah, well, we're gonna get to that in just a minute. So the Astros fired their general manager over the weekend.
Really?
Yeah, Dana Brown. They said it's mutually agreed to part ways. I mean, neither he or Joe Espada, who is the manager for the Astros, neither one of them have been offered a contract extension. The Astros are currently a game under 500, but they're tied for first place in the AL West with the Texas Rangers, who are currently winning right now. In Chicago, 5-2. It's still early in that game. Houston plays later tonight.
How bad is that if they fire him though? That early in the kind of a season?
Well, it's not early. I mean, there's 31 games left in the season.
Well, late in the late.
Well, this late. I mean, it's kind of.
I've heard
the owner of the Astros is kind of like baseball's version of Jerry Jones.
Okay.
He likes to try to run things on his own. The last time that he did this, it was shortly after they won the World Series in 22. He fired his GM, made a couple of moves, and they didn't work out. I don't see any reason why he couldn't have let Dana Brown finish out the season. At least make a playoff push, then get rid of him. But clearly this sends the message that once his mind's made up, there's no changing it, kind of a thing. And Dana Brown really didn't do himself a lot of favors by making a lot of moves that haven't worked out to this point. Most notably Dalton Varsho. The guy's had 2 home runs since he's been traded over to the Astros. He's batting like south of 200. So it's just it's not a good look right now. The Houston franchise, their farm system is not. How can I put this gently? It's thin at best. And one of the things that Dana Brown was hired to do was replenish the farm system, and he hasn't been able to do that. So I can understand the firing. I think the timing of it is just completely and totally off. but you know, it's one of the things that baseball does, and so yeah. The Padres have new owners, and they wanted to make one thing clear. They wanted to make sure that the fan base and the team themselves, you know, knew that they were all in. So look for them to start writing checks to try to bring people in. You know, try to put the right personnel on the field, put right personnel in the offices.
That's gonna be a big check.
Yeah,
How's
dude, it's
that?
gonna be. I mean, they've already got one of the bigger payrolls in baseball, so there's that. Um, Joe Espada, speaking of Joe Espada, the, manager for the Astros, he has taken some personal time. He's back with family, after a family emergency. That's all that they have said that this was. Um, and, he'll be back to manage the opener against the Yankees, later, in the week. Uh, but yeah, there's a lot of shaking and moving going on in H-Town right now, so,
Would
um
they here's another question I need to ask is how many times have this actually happened when they're in a pennant race, they're almost
it
there.
happens more than you would think.
Really?
Yeah, it happens a lot actually. Now, usually the firings occur before the trade deadline, not after the trade deadline. This late in the season, usually they let the general managers finish out the year, and then they just don't return. Um, you know, as opposed to getting fired, they just, you know, hey, we're not gonna, you know, we're not having you come back. You know, feel free to go talk to other teams, that kind of a thing. Dana Brown, he's going to land on his feet. Um, More than likely, he will uh, probably end up in San Diego or maybe even, uh, you know, Miami or it, I don't want to say Kansas City, but he may end up landing in Anaheim for the Angels, so their front office, uh, which the owner and the manager there. With Dana Brown, on paper, it looks like a really good combination anyway, so, I mean, that's probably his most likely landing spot, and that's just basically that's based off of what I heard this morning on, MLB Network Radio. So, uh, you know, and I got home, I was looking it over, and I'm like, "You know, that kinda makes sense." So, uh, I'm I'm not broke up about it because I mean, I'm not an all-in Astros fan, so, I mean, literally the JV team, so, um it's just one of those things. It just sucks that the timing is what it is, and it worked out the way that it is. And I mean, they can still win this division. They can. They just the team needs to come together to make a push. And will it happen? I don't know. Maybe not. But uh, the timing, like I said, the timing on this was just kind of off. So, but the announcements have already been made. Um, you know, the owner he's calling the shots between now and the end of the year. And
Mhm.
then we'll see what happens with Joe Espada after the season's over, so but, just a quick look at the standings real quick. Come on, let's go. Alright, so in the American League West or East rather, you've got the Rays with a 3-game lead over the New York Yankees. Boston Red Sox are 6 games back. All 3 teams in the American League East, those top 3 teams, Tampa, New York, and Boston, are the first teams in the American League to reach 70 wins this season. And they're all in the same division. So, um, the Red Sox are 7-3 over the last 10, winners of their last 3. The Yankees are 6-4 over their last 10, and the Rays are 3-7 over their last 10. But, yeah, so tonight or tomorrow, actually, they open up, or the Yankees host the Astros. The Red Sox are in Miami this weekend, and then they go to Yankee Stadium this weekend for a very pivotal, um, series against the Yankees. So we could either pull even with the Yankees at the end of the series, or we could possibly pass the Yankees for second place at the end of this series coming up this weekend. So it's very, very, very important as far as the standings are concerned. And it's also going to be very important for the wild card standings, which we'll get into in here in just a second. But over in the AL Central, the White Sox still have a 3.5 game lead over the Cleveland Guardians. Um, and then the West, we've got the Astros and the Rangers again. They're both tied. Depending on the outcome of tonight's game, if the Chicago White Sox can come back and beat the Texas Rangers, that'll put Houston in a half-game lead, sole possession to first place. If not, they'll pull ahead by a half game because Houston is idle tonight. Um, and then over in the National League, we've got the Atlanta Braves holding a 3-game lead over the Atlanta Braves. Um, and then let me see here. In the Central, you've got the Brewers holding a 6-game lead over the Chicago Cubs. And out in the West, on the left coast, we've got the Los Angeles Dodgers with a 9-game lead over the San Diego Padres. The division races are not sewn up by any stretch of the imagination. They are not settled. Nobody has claimed victory. Nobody has clinched their division. So I mean, it's still up in the air. I mean, teams could either go on an incredibly huge slide, or they can just get really hot at the right time and put pressure on the teams above them. But in the wild card race, you've got the Red Sox holding a comfortable 6.5 game lead over the Cleveland Guardians. In the wild card standings, and they're only 3.5 back. Well, actually, 3 games back of the Yankees for the first wild card spot. So again, this is going to be one of those series coming into this weekend up in the Yankee Stadium, where every game is going to matter, and the games leading up to this series are going to matter. So, people in Red Sox Nation, they're going to be pulling for the Astros really hard this weekend, or this week leading into this series coming up this weekend. And yeah, so it's time to start watching scoreboards because when we get down to 31 games left in the season, I mean, literally 1 month left of games in the regular season. It's going to be interesting to see how it all unfolds. And yeah, I mean, but the Guardians, they need to be careful. They need to be careful where they tread, because right now, it shows they're in a virtual tie for the third wild card spot with the Texas Rangers, but again, the Rangers and the Astros can flip flop tonight, depending on whether or not the Rangers hold on to win that game. The Blue Jays are only a game and a half out of the third wild card spot. They've been surging. They were 5-5 over their last 10 games. Yeah, they lost last night, or they lost today rather. They play tomorrow in Kansas City. Kansas City's been surging here as of late. I mean, too little, too late. They're winners of their last 8 games. They're 9-1 over their last 10 games. But the Royals they're well out of it. Realistically, they're 7. They're 7.5 games out. So. Say again?
The Royals haven't really had a really good team for a while.
No, and they're kind of forced into this rebuilding mold where they've got Bobby Witt Jr. over there on short, and they need to build that team around him. They need to bring in some good veteran presence. They need to bring in some young talent, and they need to do everything that they can do out there to make that club competitive again. And so I think that they'll be able to do that. The culture in Kansas City is actually a very, good, healthy environment. Players show up; they want to play. They want to compete hard. A lot of it is just going to be, do we have the right pieces in the right places, and is it all going to make sense and come together at the right time? And it's all a matter of chemistry and when and if the guys on the team and in the front office gel. Pure, plain and simple. So The Twins are 2 games out. The Orioles are 2 games out of the 3rd wild card spot. The Seattle Mariners are 3 games out of the wild card spot, 3rd wild card spot right now. So, um, with the Seattle Mariners, they're 6-4 over their last 10. So they're definitely in a better position than even, Houston or Texas because I mean they've got the hotter streak going right now. Um, they're putting together at bats mid game, making adjustments. The pitching staff is a little suspect, but I mean they're making consistent quality starts when they need them. I do I want to see the Mariners in the playoffs? I do, just for the sake of the fact that they're a competitive team and it would make the playoffs that much more challenging. Um, and I say that holistically as a fan of the game. Now, in the National League wild cards race, we've got the Cubs holding that first spot. The Phillies are 2 games back from that, and the Phillies are holding a 2-game lead over the San Diego Padres, who hold that 3rd spot by 2 games over the Arizona Diamondbacks. Now, the Padres, when they win, they win. When they're losing, it's a lot of times their own fault. I mean, they're casualties of they're victims of their own mentality. So they're was it 7-3 over the last 10 winners of the last 3. They're playing in Pittsburgh tonight. So it really realistically, when you hear things like this team controls their own destiny, the Padres do. They control their own destiny at this point. They don't need help from anybody. They just have to hang on and they have to win consistently and they have to watch when they lose who loses below them. Who's gonna gain ground on us if we put up a stinker, right? So yeah, the playoff picture in the major leagues is by no stretch of the imagination settled, and I'm happy that it's not settled yet. So we're just going to keep an eye on it and go from there. But week 3 of the preseason starts in 2 days, 21 hours and 50 minutes. So that's current of the most updated countdown timer. But anyway, so you said you had some football news, so go ahead and shoot it. Take it away, David.
What?
You said you had football news. Go for it.
Oh, yeah. 49ers owner was arrested in Ohio, human trafficking sting. San Francisco 49ers principal owner and CEO Jared York was arrested Sunday in East Palestine, Ohio, during an operation involving the Harlan Valley Human Trafficking Task Force. York was reportedly initially charged with engaging in prostitution and possessing criminal tools. Don't know what criminal tools are in this kind of situation. The prostitution charge was later reduced to disorderly conduct, and York reporter pleaded no contest to the remaining charges and found guilty, receiving a short jail sentence, and was ordered to pay roughly $1,150 in fines and fees. And it was in a trailer park apparently, but
I could just go to a massage parlor like Robert Kraft did, for God's sake.
Well, he still made the Hall of Fame.
Well, he's right there, Mike Vrabel from the, Tennessee Titans. So we've got Urban Meyer. We've got we've got Bill Belichick right there. We got Robert Kraft right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, boy, he's in good company. Look at that. Yes, sir.
So, yeah, that was the football news. And from what Okay, this is from Barstool. Barstool's 49ers owner Jerry York is arrested for trying to pay $140 for sex at an Ohio trailer park. That's what gets okay. This story
You're the
right.
owner of the San Francisco 49ers.
You can't get
Knowing that there's some probably high quality tail local.
and they won't say anything. And it's
Or
legal.
at the very least, go to Nevada and visit the Bunny Ranch, for crying out loud.
yes. I'm like, I mean, if I was a billionaire, but kind of shady stuff.
I mean, you imagine owning the 49ers and getting arrested in a trailer park in Ohio.
For $140.
Either that was going to be a high quality handy J or just some crack dirty trim, dude. That's
Yeah, that's just
oh.
disgusting.
I mean, that's the kind of thing that makes you go, does he double bag it? He would have to double bag it. You imagine the sore that you would come away with after visiting a trailer park for sex.
I couldn't
An
even
uncontrollable rash because of the roaches biting your ass while you're railing
not
this
even
girl.
not even that. It would more or less be like this. Did you have fun at that trailer park? Yeah, but my dick's talking to me now. And it's disappointed.
Yeah, my dick is disappointed in me. like you don't know what it's like, man.
Every time I go
starts
pee.
talking like a disgruntled Vietnam veteran, right? he's like, I was in the shit, man. You don't know what it's like to be a tunnel rat.
Doing all the slurs.
Right, so to all of our Vietnam veterans, I apologize for that for that comparison. Oh, we love y'all.
They're laughing their asses off.
Oh, 100%. We love y'all.
Yeah, welcome.
Let me God. Oh, all I hear is Rodney Carrington talking about I've got this burning sensation when I pee. Oh, dear penis. All right. So the Patriots agree to trade wide receiver Keyshawn Boat to the Texans for safety Jalen Reed and a 2028 seventh round pick. Now, the reason why the Texans were looking for a wide receiver was because Jaden Higgins during practice had a season-ending knee surgery, created an unexpected need for the position, obviously. So Nick Caserio, he went to working the phones, landed on, flipped open that Rolodex, landed on New England, and gave him a call. I mean, it makes sense considering that's who he used to work for. But
yeah.
So let me see here. He will. Let's see. The trade was processed Monday on the league wire, so that was today. Bout comes from LSU. He was a 6th round pick in 2023 out of LSU. He caught 76 passes for 1,140 yards, 9 touchdowns, and producing highlights on deep strikes from Drake May last year. So he's got a pretty good sample size to look at. And yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. It's another target for CJ Stroud to miss because he's throwing to the wrong uniform. We'll see how it plays out. I don't have a lot of faith. You know what? Let me back up. Let me retract my statement. I have all the hope in the world that this is going to be a great season for the Houston Texans. That's my story. I'm sticking to it right there. We are ripping through the stories tonight because, in case you hadn't figured it out, we're going to make it a short show.
Yep.
You know, that way I can get back to my boycott of PlayStation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I haven't even turned my PlayStation on, so I'm not even bothering to unplug it. It's just staying off. Um,
we got that other news. The U.S. Army Battalion is offering active duty soldiers.
Recruiting Command? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Uh,
US Army Recruiting Command is offering
well, it's not.
a
It's not.
unique well,
It's not recruiting
okay.
command. It's
Oh,
the
it's a
ninth.
specific battalion?
Yeah, it's
The retention NCO came up with this bright idea.
yeah.
Oh,
The 9th Brigade Engineering Battalion.
of course it
Uh,
would be some Pogues, right?
yeah.
Of course it
Uh,
would be. Oh god. Okay,
you
so
have
the
to
retention
sign
NCO
a-
alright, for
you
those
have-
who don't know, retention NCOs for your particular unit, it is their job to bend over backward to keep you in a pair of boots. That's their entire existence, right? I mean, the only thing that they're not getting in this deal, and actually some of them are, they're not able to go to your house and fuck your woman after you sign on the dotted line. That's just, but a lot of them are doing it anyway. Anyway, I digress. So, yeah, this retention NCO for this particular engineering battalion decided, hey, if you reenlist, I'll guarantee you a 4-day pass to play GTA 6 when it comes out. Only problem with that, if somebody decides that they want a PCS and go somewhere else, that 4-day pass doesn't mean shit.
Yeah.
Your new chain of command does not have to fucking give it to you. And odds are you're gonna be in the fucking field anyway, because if recent performance holds true, we won't see GTA 6 this year. It's already been pushed back again to November. So
That's when the pass ends. It's actually on my birthday. It's August 1st to November 14th, 2026. So on my birthday, if it doesn't come out, then that's the only offer when it's valid.
I mean, I just want to inundate. I want to flood this NCO's inbox with like, "Are you fucking
Horny
kidding me?"
State has
emails.
already accepted the offer.
See, that's how you know that these fuckers don't go to the field, man. And they're probably like support guys anyway, so they don't go to the field. Like they're probably, pack clerks and shit like that, where, you know, going to the field requires them setting up, a laptop in a tent somewhere, in a rear area. Yeah, no. 20 soldiers have already taken them up on that. Hey, you know what? Put that guy in for an RCOM and negotiate it down to a certificate of appreciation. Hey, I mean, because that's the way it works. So
Here's another sports news. This is just I guess it's a joke, but 500K cash right now or date Angel Reese. Be real. And I'm like,
500K.
I'll
take the money all day long. I
Oh.
don't want syphilis. And besides that, when I'm arguing with her, I don't want to have to figure out which eye that she's looking at me with.
What do you mean take? I thought you had to pay.
No.
Oh.
No. You said the question was 500K or date Angel Reese. Like I'm taking the 500K all day long.
I thought it was a punishment thing.
Oh, no. You pay $500,000 to date Angel Reese? No, I'm sorry. I could think of a lot more, constructive things to do with $500,000.
No. No, it's a punishment. Either you pay 500K or you have to date Angel Reese.
I'll take out a second mortgage on the house.
See that? Yeah. I don't even have benefit.
Yeah. No, I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Yeah. I mean,
could you imagine that? You get stopped by the cops while robbing the bank. It's like, why are you robbing this bank? Guy said I had to date Angel Reese.
You know what? Let me help you.
Yeah. There's another bank down here.
Yeah. Hey, don't put that one in there. It's got the die pack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Golly. I mean, and if if things escalated and you ended up having to date Angel Reese, the head of your dick would be incredibly bruised and sore because she would be trying to guide it in and it would bang off the rim every time.
That's a good point. That's a good.
And she'd probably break it, grabbing it so many times, getting her own rebounds. I don't know, man. It's crazy. I spent way too much effort on that fucking joke right there. So I heard a joke today, and I told the boys the joke, and they actually thought it was funny. I felt pretty proud of myself.
Really?
Yeah. Why did the alternate universe Spider-Man do so well on his driving test?
Why?
Because he was a good parallel parker. Yes. Yes.
At least you got jokes. I didn't say they're good.
I mean, I try.
I know. We'll get you the cookie.
All right. So, NASCAR. We're getting closer to the cutoff.
Yeah, well, it's 16
16
drivers.
I think it's actually next week.
Yeah. Because USA just came out with a commercial. Oh, do you want to play the commercial?
I saw it and I'm like, no, because there's trademark stuff in there, and I just
Okay.
Ryan Blaney brought home the checkered flag at New Hampshire Motor Speedway this weekend. Carson Hocevar picked up a bonus championship point for turning in the fastest lap of 29.81 seconds. And yeah, that's what I'm talking about, bitch. Right. Fuck, I'm looking at the Red Sox score. Sorry. Anyways.
Yeah.
So 1st through 10th, you've got the aforementioned Ryan Blaney, who took home the checkered flag. Bubba Wallace in second, Josh Berry, Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson with another top 5. Ty Gibbs coming in 6th, Denny Hamlin, Tyler Reddick, Ryan Preece, and Noah Gregson rounding out your top 10. 11th through 20th, you've got Brett Keselowski, Austin Cindric, Zane Smith, Joey Logano, Alex Bowman, Michael McDowell, Daniel Suarez, Chris Buescher, Carson Hocevar, and Shane Gisbergen. 21st all the way through 36th, you've got Todd Gilliland, Cole Custer, AJ Allmendinger, best name in the circuit right now. Austin Hill, Chase Elliott, 25th. Chase Briscoe, Ty Dillon, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Cody Ware, William Byron finishing 30th, John Hunter Nemechek, Austin Dillon, Eric Jones, Riley Herbst, Connor Zilich, and coming in last, having only run 41 laps, Ross Chastain. He is effectively eliminated from the play or from Chase contention because he is now 81 points below the cut line. Yeah, you can only score 81 points in a race, and that has to be everything done right. So Beth, he would tie somebody, but he would have to win the race. So he's not making the playoffs. Let me see here. Next race is Saturday, August 29th at 6:30 Central Time. The Coke Zero 400 from the world center, the world capital of motorsports, the world's or the world, the center of the world, or what do they call it? Fuck, my brain is like cramping on me tonight.
It happens.
Basically, it's where everything goes fast. Okay, so Daytona International Speedway, Daytona Beach, Florida. It's 160 laps for 400 miles. This race will be on NBC, MRN, which is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR. Your Sirius XM Channel 90 on your Sirius XM device in your car or on your mobile device, and your driver feeds again will be on HBO Max. Um, this is, this race used to be the 4th of July race, and the fact that they made this the cutoff race, I think is just pure comedy gold because it's a wild card race. I mean, it's a restrictor plate race. Well, not restrictor plate race because they don't restrictor plate them anymore, but it's a super speedway race. So it's not a question of if the big one will happen. It's a question of when the big one will happen. How many cars is it going to take up? And how many of the front runners are going to be involved? Right. So it's, it's going to be fun to watch. I'm definitely going to check it out this weekend because, it's not like I'm doing anything.
Uh, we got one more sports related news. It's Cowboy stuff.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
Your point standings right now, Denny Hamlin has clinched the number 1 seed going into the chase. Ryan Blaney currently is second in the points. Third is Ty Gibbs. Tyler Reddick is in fourth. Christopher Bell jumps up 2 spots to fifth. Chase Briscoe loses a spot down to sixth. Kyle Larson jumps up 1 to seventh. Chase Elliott drops 2 positions. He's in eighth place in the points. Joey Logano, 9th. Chris Buescher, Carson Hocevar in 11th. William Byron in 12th. Daniel Suarez in 13th. Bubba Wallace 13th, and then Bubba Wallace is 14th in the points. Austin Cindric in 15th, and on the cutoff line is Shane Van Gisbergen in 16th, and he currently holds, I believe that is a 31-point advantage over Ryan Preece, who drives the number 64 Dark Horse Mustang for RFK Racing. Brad Keselowski is in 18th, Ross Chastain 19th. Realistically, we are looking at Brad Keselowski or Ryan Preece trying to figure out a way to finish in front of Shane Van Gisbergen by enough positions or win the race to race their way into the chase. The field is probably set as is, unless something just incredibly tragic happens. I see the top 16 being who they are going into the chase. So, I don't know. There is that. Now, you said you had some Cowboy news?
Yeah. This weekend, the Cowboys did win, but there was actually something else special about that. Oh, wrong thing. There we go. They had the first Navajo to ever play any kind of NFL team, and he plays for the Cowboys.
Play in the same field where that was an incredible win. I am very fortunate to be amongst you and to play in the same field where the same star hold it on our chest. And I'm proud of us, proud of how far we've come. Man, this game, fate brought us here as strangers, but this game, this star, this team will make us brothers.
That's actually a really good speech. And if you don't know about the Navajo tribe, they're actually embedded in our history too, and in the point of World War II. They were the wind talkers.
Mm-hmm.
And they basically, their language has never been outside of the United States other than that point, and helped us win the World War II. That it, Johnny?
Well, I had a joke queued up, but I'm not going to be that guy tonight. All right.
Cowboys and Indians. That would be a fun one.
I was going to say, man, you couldn't write that script any better.
No.
So yeah. Anyways, yeah. Sony is PlayStation Blackout started today. Actually started yesterday. Worldwide, I mean, there have been several countries that have jumped on the bandwagon along with the United States, to
Really?
include Japan. A lot of PlayStation gamers are turning off I mean, they're unplugging their PlayStations from the internet. No digital purchases. No, they're not playing digital titles. They're not downloading DLC. Uh, and it was initially scheduled to go for a week, and now they are saying will be indefinite until Sony reverses their position on physical media.
Hmm.
Which I'm like, whoa, okay. Uh, will it make a bit of difference in the long run? I hope.
Think about it this way: they bullied Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, we bullied them into fixing, Sonic the Hedgehog for the live action movies.
But he still got to play in the Chickmunks movie.
But I don't know, man. This whole play has no limits, slogan that Sony has. I'm just not. Play apparently does have limits, and when they tell us flat out that they're, the players will have no ownership over the games that they pay money for.
Yeah.
You're not even buying you're renting a digital license.
I mean, think about how Steam does their stuff. There was a guy that had like 400 hours.
Oh, see, no, here's the thing. With Steam and computer games, you do buy that game. You own that game because you download that game and all of its files to your hard drive. So as long as you can keep that game on your hard drive, you do own that game, at least a digital copy of that game. It's not a license.
That's
So
not
the PC digital gaming versus console digital gaming argument, it's a false comparison.
that's nowhere near what I was going to go with.
Okay.
I was going to say that Steam, no matter what, treats their customers right.
Oh, well, that too.
Guy played 468 hours of gameplay and decided he was unsatisfied, and they reimbursed his money.
I mean, I think that's a little extreme, but yeah.
Well,
So
no.
First and foremost, I want to apologize for talking over you, thinking that I knew where you were going, and I obviously didn't. So my bad.
I mean,
Sorry.
there's there's all these memes of how Steam actually puts contract hits on hackers. Have you seen those memes?
Due to the sensitive nature of your question, I'm not allowed to divulge certain facts or information about those contracts should they actually exist.
Good comeback. Anyways, I'm gonna land this plane.
Yeah. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a short episode. We're going to try to get out of here before the 45-minute mark. So thank you for sticking with us for 275 episodes. Next week will be episode 276. Eventually, we're going to get the band back together. It'll happen. But until then, I'm Johnny Skelton.
And I'm David Dickerman.
You ain't got to go home, but you sure as fuck can't stay here. Peace out, everybody. Later.